everybody, welcome back to Cast 11 Studios. This is Alicia, and I am so happy to have Jay Ling Long with Hope Fest. Jay, what is your title? What do you do?
Oh my gosh, this is according to who you ask. A co-founder with my husband for Hope Fest, but executive director and the main ringleader, the collaborator.
Yeah, you wear the big hat that day, right? You get to wear the big.
Yeah, with a lot of people supporting it, all of our volunteers and everybody that makes it happen, because this is not a one-man show. Woman.
So I know a little bit about Hope Fest because you were here last year. Mm-hmm. For those of you that out there that are listening that don't know, tell us a little bit about it.
Okay. Well, in the beginning, it was simply that my husband and I were doing Celebrate Recovery over at the Heights Church, who were leading that. And Justin Unger came to us with an idea to take the recovery message with a couple of bands he had coming out for Nashville down to the Courthouse Plaza, and not with any agenda. Not with wanting to get people into church, simply to meet our community, let them know people cared about them, and then they could walk away with hope and knowing they're not alone. So that's where that all began. And what was born out of that, that first year I looked around the plaza, and while we had a couple of setups, we had face painting and we had a couple of ministries. I really birthed an idea that, gosh, we could do something with this. We could serve our community. And so, after we got through that first year, I went to our team and I said, I think we're being called to do more. And they said, you know what? Let us get the music down. Let's get the production down. That's where their focus was. And it was like, that's the answer I needed, because when we try to hone in what we think we can do, then we're not answering the call to be bigger. Mm-hmm. And so I said, we will step up. We will serve our community. And we created the Hope Serves Family Resource Fair. And what it is, it pulls together every pillar that makes a healthy community to come and set up on the Courthouse Plaza and meet the community down there and have fun that day, whether it be social, behavioral, mental health, whether it be recovery, adult daycare, adoption, family resources. There's even some fire safety. I mean, there's just every subject under the sun that families and kids can benefit from is going to be down there.
Your list has grown of supporters.
My
gosh, these resources, it's 2 pages now.
It's 2 pages. And we have, when we throw out artists and everything, we have about 170 vendor spaces. But then you add the car show on top of this.
Oh, gosh.
The car and motorcycle show. And you add the family fun zone up on top of this. This is going to be huge this year. And the breadth and scope of the organizations that are coming, just a quick hit, of course, the Agape House of Prescott, who we just love, American Red Cross, Bikers Against Child Abuse, I just love, because they go with kids to court, and they're there every year. Child Evangelism Fellowship, Desert Veterans, First Things First, Good Samaritan, with about 3 different divisions. Arizona DES is going to be there with 6 departments. Northern Arizona VA is always there now, and they bring about 6 or 7 different departments for the veterans. Itty Bitty Ponies, just NACOG, Northern Arizona Rescue Mission, just on and
of course,
on.
CASA for Kids, and you've got workforce there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
job opportunities.
Yeah. So this is just really the place to be. The place. I mean, if you need. Now, what if I'm not in need? I got a job.
Good question.
Doing okay.
Good question. Our demographic is pretty wide. Of course, we're providing services and resources and connections and solutions, but there's also a demographic that comes and goes, I just want to be part of the festival,
right.
The family fun,
right.
which we have the fun zone. But there's also the people that are coming, what do I not know about that's going on in my community?
Right.
What great stuff is going on that I don't see or I'm not a part of? Where can I donate my time? How about my money? Things like that. How can I know my community better?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So it's open to just everybody. Just everybody wants to
and
join
it's
a
free.
community. But tell me, it's free?
It's a free event.
All of these resources, and it doesn't cost a penny to get in.
Doesn't cost a penny to get in. It doesn't cost a penny for the family fun zone, which we're going to have inflatables and face painting and all sorts of things going on down there for activities.
And no rain, right?
I can't step forward and guarantee that after last year.
I think you not only got rain, I think you got a small tornado touch.
It came in waves. Every wave we thought, oh, that was it. That was it. But then when Ted Leonard, which we all know Teddy,
we love Ted,
got on stage and poured a gallon of water out of the keyboard, and I think we ruined 2 mics. I think they turned to the production team and said, "You know what? I think we're going to electrocute somebody, or we're going to ruin more equipment." And so my team knows me well enough. They come in a herd and they surround me because I think they think I'm going to fall over or something like that. Because I'm the one that's saying, "Oh, just a little bit longer, just a little bit longer," you know? And yeah, we did have to call it late afternoon, which meant the evening headliner and the announcements and all the speakers and all that wasn't able to happen.
So this year, better than ever.
Better than ever. Better efforts than ever. But, every year is the better. Mm-hmm. So, I don't want to discount what people did last year because they put a lot of effort forward to be there and they put a lot of time and money to be there. We still had over 6,000 people on the plaza.
Really?
We did, but that's through the data counting and through the tourism department because we have a grant. But that surprised me because I thought maybe 500 people.
Wasn't that the weekend of the fair, though? Mm-hmm. And you still had 6,000
Well, the reason why is because it is a free event. So families that are struggling, that, I love the fair, but if you're struggling, you're going to go where you can take the whole family and have a good time, and maybe they couldn't afford. That's we're no duplicate of the fair by any means. Do we have everything available? But we do have some fun choices.
Oh, you've got so a bubble mania action. That's what sparked sack races.
Yes,
underrated.
It's so fun.
I'm excited for my superpowers. I think I could pretty much do anything. I'm like, okay, I could do a sack and I could race. You've got yard games, love bracelets. What are love bracelets?
I haven't seen them. This is where my team really takes off with their different areas that they own, and so we're having a meeting later this week, and I'll get to see them. I have not seen them yet, but I'm excited. They're just amazing. Then we have the itty bitty pony parties. We've got the face painting. We've got a giant Jenga.
I love that.
Yeah, and the beautiful signers. Will be there. They were there last year, and they will bring. And we have some great pictures of them. They're amazing.
What bands do you have this year?
We have. Let's start with the opener.
Okay,
it's going to be Sky Daddy.
I love
the Soggy Bottom Band. So it's going to be that old-timey gospel bluegrass kind of stuff just to kick off because it's right after the opening ceremony, which is very patriotic on steroids. So that we're going to hit into that with Sky Daddy. And then the Flock Band from the Flock Church.
I love Ronnie.
Ronnie James.
Love Ronnie James.
Pastor Tim, who was with Striper, if anybody remembers way back in the 80s.
I remember Striper, and I got to meet him via Zoom, but it was still very cool. So that was awesome.
So we're excited about that. And then we have the Scally Brothers. They came out last year, but they didn't get to take the stage. They're from Ohio, and they're high energy youth. 2 brothers.
They're going to rock it this year.
Yeah. And then we have the headliner, which came last year, didn't get to take the stage, but love Prescott, love what we were doing.
Right.
Really took it on, and they are coming back, and that is with Jason Roy and Building 429.
Okay.
Which is pretty stellar in the Christian music genre.
Awesome. So you're getting some big names out there now.
Getting some big names, and we're just keep inviting people to the party. That's what I do is I collaborate. I just why don't you do what you do over here? Just bring it here. Just
on the square. And this is the 11th year?
Yeah.
I remember because last year it was on the 10th for the 10th. This year, when is it?
It's 11th for the 19th.
Gotcha. Okay. And it starts at 10.
Yes.
But everything will really get going about 11, right?
Yeah.
For the 11th.
Yeah. We'll be there for the noon opening ceremony. So get there early so you can get a seat because the plaza ends up being full. And we've got some really nice presentations going. We're going to have one to the Granite Mountain Interagency. I can't remember the rest of the name. You know who I'm talking about?
Lots of that, yep.
Okay. And went to the VA and a couple of other speakers and things like that to kick off. And hopefully this time we won't be doing it through Rays of Rain. Me and Mayor Feelgood and Supervisor Mallory were out there. We'd stand back and get soaked, wait for us, and then we start spanking again. We've got pictures, we got video, and some.
But some of the craziest things that happen are the ones that
I've never done a public drenching before.
No, public drenching. Anyway, I'm ready to come out for the public drenching.
Anybody knows
right now with the weather, we're all praying for monsoons. So let's pray for them until
except for
August
the 19th. Except the 19th. But anybody knows me well knows that I don't go out with wet hair, and it wasn't only wet; it was soapy wet, and so. Yeah, my curl and frizz was full thrown.
So if people want some more, are you still looking for sponsors?
I still need sponsors. This is a free event, as we mentioned. We are 100% volunteer staffed, but our community is what makes it happen. And so we have different areas. We have the Family Fun Zone that still needs some help financially. We have the Hope Serves area as well, and the Fostering Hope Award needs some backing too. So we're still in need.
All right, community, it's time to come together and join these the other people, because I'm looking at the list going, I know there's still some people out there that would be interested in sponsoring some of this stuff.
And it's a tough year. We all know that there's a lot of things going on financially. Sure. So maybe somebody else was able to help last year. So maybe they can't do it as much this year. And so maybe somebody else can pick up the baton and do a little bit more this year. Sure. Or what they can. What can you do? Right.
Right. So if they're interested, how do they get a hold of you guys?
Well, you can go to the website, first of all, hopefestaz.com. Okay. Look on the contact tab. If you want to give us a call or anything like that, you can send us a message. Our donate tab's right next to the contact tab.
Smart.
All that. So we're easy to get a hold of. Our email addresses there, our mailing addresses there, our phone numbers there.
And who are your big presenting sponsors this year?
Teen Challenge has been with us. Matter of fact, the three I'm going to mention have been with us all 11 years. Teen Challenge has taken on as title sponsor. Wow. And Lamb Chevrolet, who was our very first sponsor all those years ago, stepped a foot across, and all the other businesses in there go, oh, okay, I guess it's safe. If Lamb's doing it, I guess
we're good.
We can do it. And then after them is Yavapai County Gas, Dave.
We love Dave.
Who's a veteran and supports the veteran service area very much. And we just love Dave. He's amazing.
Well, and if they started with you and they're still with you, it's got to be something really special.
That says a lot to the public as well as me, is that I can't believe this little idea of let's do a community festival. Everybody who wants to be part of it.
It's a great community.
Yeah.
Really great community. And thank you for all you do for everybody out there. And so the event again is Saturday, August 19th from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. No rain. And then the event, as you said, is 10 to 9. The car and motorcycle show takes place 10 to 2 p.m. The Hope Serves Family Resource Fair kicks off at 10 a.m. as well. Goes till 4. The opening ceremony is at noon, and there'll be live music and speakers from 1 on. Awesome. Yeah, and we barely scratched the surface of everything going on that day. So check out hopefestaz.com and check out all of the resources that are going to be there. I know there were haircuts or something.
Yeah, there are haircuts. There's all sorts of veteran services there as well. There's coloring and drawing. There's the Family Violence Center is there. Prescott PD is there. YFAC. The Yavapai County Health Department. Wow. Just on and on.
If you need resources, if you just want to come out and have a great time, if you just want to see your community in action, head out to Hope Fest. August 19th from 10 to 9. Jaylene Long, thank you so much for coming out today. And, good luck with your event this year. And Hope Fest, as always, I'm sure it's going to be amazing, as always.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. All right, guys, we will see you next time.